So I leave for Bali in about a week. I think it's 8 days. And to be honest with you, feeling a little nervous. The nerves are definitely kicking in. I think it's just the control and the uncertainty of everything. I definitely tend to be a little bit of a control freak, so this is definitely out of my comfort zone to say the least. I think it's just a matter of surrendering and going with the flow. I'm like trying to think about like what to pack and if I'm missing anything, and when I get there, like imagining all the things that could potentially go wrong, and I feel that anxiety. But in moments like this, I just remind myself that, you know, God has a plan. I'm never in control anyways, and this is a theme of my life, is like to step into that uncertainty and step into the fear and step into the unknown, because when you step into the unknown, that's when the universe, God, starts to conspire in a way that works for your favor, and that's really where the magic happens. So I'm thinking about going to Bali, and I'm thinking about doing it for January 2025. But you know that feeling when you just know in your gut and you know in your heart that your soul's telling you to do something and telling you to go somewhere, and it's like that intuitive knowing, but then your mind starts to rationalize it, and there's just so much fear and like what could go wrong and all of that. But you know, like, I feel like I'm really learning. I feel like I'm really learning to trust my intuition and think about what could go right. Like, what if I go to Bali and I meet new amazing people that will change my life? Or what if I go to Bali and reconnect with myself and my heart? I don't know, I just feel like my head is spinning. I'm doing this thing where I'm asking everybody else what they think, but coming back to this, like, what do I think? What do I want? What do I feel is right? It doesn't have to make sense, and I just need to have confidence that everything will work itself out like it always does, but 10 times better. Like, I have put everyone in my life before me, before myself this past year. Like, I deserve this, and I feel like this could be like a catalyst moment where I choose to really bet on myself. And I haven't done that since I quit the law firm 3 years ago. This time, exactly at this time, actually, I quit. I think it was December 14th. So much has changed since then. But, you know, I feel this fear, I feel this uncertainty now, but I have a gut feeling that I'm gonna do it. I don't know when, I don't know what it will look like, but I do want to document this entire process and my mindset behind all of this, to show other people that, hey, like, it's okay to just feel the fear and do it anyways. It's okay to not have it all figured out. It's okay to just take your foot off the gas in terms of success and achievement and building and grinding and hustling and proving whatever you're trying to prove, whether it's to anyone else or yourself. When I ask myself what I'm afraid of, like what's stopping me, a lot of it has to do with, I think, comparison. Feeling like I would fall behind if I just dropped everything and moved across the world for a few months. When in reality, I know that I would focus so much more over there. It's way cheaper. I would completely change my environment. I feel like my creativity would just flow. I would meet people, and in turn, like, so much opportunity would come my way. You never know whether you could actually heal or not unless you change your environment. And I could do it at home. Like, I know I could heal here as well, but I think it would just be just freeing and revealing to be in a place on my own, something completely foreign to me, seeing what I'm made out of, how I can connect with people, or what I would attract. Yeah, even though I know all these fears, there's part of me that knows, like, everything's gonna be okay, and that I just need to pull the trigger, feel the fear, and do it anyways. Stay tuned. My trip to Bali 2025 declaration new chapter, new season, January 1st.
Damn.
I fly out the 31st. I get there by 3 p.m. on January 1st. I have no idea what's gonna happen.
Anxiety and
I'm
fear.
scared, but like honestly, I'm so excited. I can't wait to see what people God sends my way and like what opportunities will come my way, and like just to like, I know I'm just gonna sit there and be like, holy fuck, I'm in Bali. Feeling a mixture of emotions right now. I feel nervous, translating that into excited, of course. I'm just excited to see who I evolve into out of this. It's definitely a step out of my comfort zone. Like, I honestly never thought I would go on a solo trip, especially at this point in my life. But, you know, I was thinking if I'm going to do it, it might as well be now, right? Like, in your 20s is the time that you should take the most risks. And I felt like I was kind of playing life safe. I felt like I wasn't really putting myself out there in any way, and I was definitely just in my comfort zone. Say hello!
Hello. In a couple days, where are you going, Grace?
Bali, baby! I'm so excited. Thank you for encouraging me to actually pull the trigger and go. I would have been so scared.
How are you feeling right now?
I'm feeling excited. I'm excited to see what I'm going to create. And yeah.
Who do you hope to be when you come back from the trip?
A new version of myself. I hope to be more centered, more grounded, more connected to my spirit, to God, where I can really just let go, surrender, and follow my creativity and follow my intuition and kind of see how things unfold from there without trying to control it all.
And one last question. What's one message you want to tell yourself when you look back to this video?
That uncertainty is a gift. Uncertainty is the biggest gift, and everything in life is actually uncertain, and that you don't have to be in control, and that control is an illusion. That trying to overthink things and calculate things and figure things out based on my own mind, my own knowledge, is not going to work. So being able to tap into a higher power and a different reservoir is where surrender, faith, and magic actually really happens. I feel like one of the biggest things I've learned in the past few weeks is that faith is a verb. Faith is an action. And being able to listen to the whispers in your soul and actually take action on that and actually do something about it is when the universe and life starts to conspire in your favor. Life bends for the courageous. So Isaac, do you have any words of encouragement for me?
Yeah, I would say that going to Bali at the end of the year, which is insane, I think that's gonna really push you and propel you to discover who you are. And one word of advice, I would say, like you said before, faith is a verb, it's action. Remember that if you say you're gonna do something, follow through with it. If you want a new identity and you want to actually make this meaningful, follow through with this, because
Personal integrity.
because you're going to look back at this moment, especially this video, and you're going to listen to this clip again, and when you do, you're going to see how what you said today will align with who you are later. And that's going to be something where that's going to ground your identity in who you are.
And that's something that I really wanted to place value on this trip, is to really stack the meaning I put behind it. Because, you know, like, I could go to Bali and come back the exact same version of myself, you know? Like, I think you'd be naive to think that I'm going to book a trip to Bali and, like, I'm going to come back a different person without doing anything about it.
Yeah.
So it's being able to have, I guess, that personal integrity, the follow through, and to be able to look myself in the mirror with conviction and feel proud of myself. I think that's the number one goal out of all of this, is to trust myself, to show myself that I can do it on my own, and to take kind of like a leap of faith. Like, I definitely have an issue with being alone, so
Have
I'm
you ever
excited to see what's revealed through this trip.
Have you ever traveled like alone before?
Never, ever. I've never gone anywhere alone before.
So this is your first time?
First solo trip